How's everyone today? It's Chris here from Teclast.com. I have in front of me a keyboard here that I bought for the Teclast X10HD 3G. Now, when I had the tablet, I didn't actually have the keyboard at the same time, so I couldn't review them together. I've got my hands on the keyboard now, and I do have the tablet again. So I'm just going to quickly show you the keyboard that you can get for this tablet, which makes it really productive. Now, the keyboard I've found out is exactly the same as the one I got for my Pipo W3F. They seem to use like a generic keyboard over various brands, because I know Onda seem to have this keyboard one very similar for their Onda VO1W, and the VO2W have this keyboard. Also their Pipo W3 has one that's very similar, and a couple of other tablets which are 10.1 inch screen on them, so it just fits. This is the keyboard for them. And you can see there that the keyboard has got a nice touchpad there. It does support Windows 8 gestures. You have your left and right keys there. They make a little bit of noise. And the overall thickness of it, if you can see here in the camera, isn't that bad at all. It's the material that they use. Well, it's the same as the other one, of course. It's this horrible, I say horrible because it's just a dust magnet. I mean, you can literally just leave this thing sitting here and watch little flakes of dust fall on it from wherever, and it just seems to attract them and collect them like crazy. Nothing that a bit of a vacuum clean couldn't fix, but it just seems to get really dusty and fluffy, attracts all the bits and pieces. Within a day or two, it's looking dirty straight away. So it has like this magnetic clip here. You've got the dot connector here, which is a standard kind of dot connector that a lot of people are using. Here's the Teclast X10HD 3G here, and you can see there's a connector here, so you've got those pins there that connect up. That allows you to use the keyboard. So it just connects in like so, and the magnets will hold it there in place. Now, it's not super solid holding it, the magnets. It does the job, and once you're using the keyboard, typing on it and whatnot, you finish, you can easily just flick it up, flick this down, undo it like that, and you have a protective case for the tablet as well. So it's kind of like a two-in-one job. You only get that one position as well with the case, so holding it back like this, you've only got one position. If I put it the other way around, the angle seems to be exactly the same there, so it's not really, I'm not getting another angle. So it's not like a Microsoft Surface kickstand or anything like that. You've only got that one angle, one visibility, which isn't too bad. You can use it on your lap, but you have to have it this way, I've found, so you've got the backing base there, because if you use it that way, there is that gap in there, and well, it's not as stable. But either way, it works fine there. I will just check now with my gauge and see the thickness of it. So this is, of course, the X10HD, which isn't the thinnest of tablets, and together I'll have a look and see the thickness of how much that is with the case there together. So if I just quickly measure this here now, so you're looking around 18 millimeters. Camera does not want to focus there. So around 18, just over 18 millimeters. And the thickness of the keyboard, if I just measure just the keyboard, is quite thin. It comes in at 6 millimeters. You can just see that, hopefully. Just over, yeah, almost 6 millimeters there. So thickness wise, I mean, it's not too bad at all. It's not the super thin type covers that you can get, touch cover from Microsoft, but then that's not proper keys, the touch cover. The Microsoft type cover, of course, is a lot thinner than this is, but this has more travel in the keys here. They separated the keys, so the chiclet style and island style keys, which is good. It helps to stop you from hitting other keys when you're typing away. I find typing on it isn't too bad at all. There is sometimes a bit of an issue when I'm typing that I do hit the caps lock here. I kind of wish that was a little bit smaller, and maybe they could have made the shift key a little bit smaller and just moved it slightly. But the size of the keyboard is around about 85% of a normal keyboard. This is a Logitech travel keyboard here, and that's about 100% size there, so you can see the difference with the keys coming in there. So you can see where they start, then the arrow keys over here, so you're losing that kind of 20% there of space, but that's normal because it's only a 10.1 inch tablet there. Overall, it seems to work well. There is a slight issue in Android that I have noticed, that when I try to use the shift key, and if I want the @ symbol, exclamation mark, or any of these symbols up here, none of them seem to work. So holding down shift and then hitting 2 is just going to give me the number 2 and not the @ symbol that I want. So that's something to bear in mind when you use it. It works perfectly fine in Windows 8.1. You have gestures, of course. You can disable the trackpad. That's a really nice, handy feature. So it's a really good keyboard that works well with the Teclast X10HD 3G. There's a link in the description for this keyboard if you are interested in it, if you do want a keyboard for the tablet. I do recommend getting the keyboard because it's got the dock, and if you want to be productive and do some proper typing, you can now write properly using this keyboard instead of using just the on-screen keyboard, which is, to be honest, a bit of a hassle. You're not going to type a whole huge paragraph or a letter or anything like that, send emails, big long emails, typing on a touch screen. I know there are people who do it on their iPads and things, but it's something that I wouldn't personally do. So it makes it a lot easier having this keyboard. And overall, it's not that heavy a keyboard. I will quickly weigh that before I end the video. And just pull that out, disengage it. See what the weight of it is. Scales is set to grams here. So it comes in at 336 grams, so that is adding to the weight of the tablet there, which is not the lightest. This one here, okay, so it's just shy of 600 grams, so when you add that on, it's starting to get a little bit heavier, but it's not too bad. I mean, it's manageable, definitely manageable to have that. Okay, so that's just a look at the keyboard that you can get for the Teclast X10HD. Thank you for watching the video. If you did like the video, please give me a like, and do subscribe. I'll have more up and coming videos on this tablet and various other tablets from China. Thank you for watching. Hopefully see you in my next video.